set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers caught by Cobb. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Now Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Open man, here's Cobb. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Dillon will score. Touchdown, Packers. So they brought the extra point in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession. And it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to throw those nick.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Now on 4th down. ends up to be incomplete. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're
that
searching.
one. Actually reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense, if you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
With that impact, I fully expected the ball to pop free. I still remember an old defensive back friend of mine. He used to say, guess what? Even if they catch the ball, make sure they have a memento to take back to the sideline.
Dancing to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for KC, and even 60 yards.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
Taking it in for the yard out.
and the Packers have taken the lead.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
KC's offense ready to take over.
They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an...
He's got a man, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So thanks to the late time, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy. Get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. That's complete to Dobbs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 21. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Kansas City starting a drive, hoping to utilize the speed of that man, Mecole Hardman. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Rodgers going to throw. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Rodgers again now. And Lazard's got it again. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver
than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
After the penalty, it's Jones.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And it's caught. Touchdown. Samori Toure from 13 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now at Lambeau. It's the Chiefs with the football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll get this to Lazard. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And Jones has it over the middle.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for KC, and even 70 yards. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just enjoy. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass. The Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Butker on for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
To throw is Rodgers. Pass complete, Tonyan. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On the delay, Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Rodgers to throw. There's the stiff arm. Throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception. And even though that's 15 yards they're going to gain, this Kansas City offensive line has got to get together and say, got to do a better job protecting our franchise quarterback.
Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Mahomes will throw. And that is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes. That's into the hands of Fortson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. Going to get the kick off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now here's Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. They find some open field here. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.